Yellow class, I hope you had a great day yesterday, and today I'm just going to go through the learning for Wednesday. Right, so let's have a look. So we're carrying on revising that long O spelling. Today we are looking at the OW, which tends to make that O sound at the end of words. So again, I've given you some words as some example words on the timetable. Have a go at making some sort of game, maybe a pairs game, or doing a word search, or doing something just so you're practicing. Wonder if you can make a crossword. That would be interesting. I've not seen a crossword yet either. Spelling Shed. Now I know for a fact today that Mrs. Welling has been able to put some games up onto Spelling Shed, which are related to our sounds. So she's going to be putting up a game each week, or some words with those not each week, sorry, each day, that have got those spellings on them. To get on Spelling Shed, if you've been trying to download the app, you don't need to do that. You can just go on the internet, Google Spelling Shed, and then log in with your username that's in the front of your reading diary, and then you will be able to access those games. And Mrs. Welling has found out where she can track who's using it, so we know which ones of you have been on and which ones haven't. Guided reading, so one-to-one reading, still thinking about things, themes and conventions. And so our question, a bit of a tricky one today, says, why do you think the author wrote this story? So think a little bit about maybe what the author was trying to tell somebody. Did they write it for fun? Do you think they were trying to send a message to people? Have a think about why you think that author may have written it. So we're just going to go through revising some names of some 3D shapes today for the beginning of our maths. So let's have a little look. We have got a sphere. So a sphere is that round shape that has one curved face, and because it's got one face, we've got no vertices, no edges. So here, now this one's a bit more tricky, we've got a triangular prism. So a prism is a shape that if you cut it, if you cut a slice of it, the slices would be the same all the way through. So actually something like a cuboid and a cube, those are also prisms, but those are prisms that have a special name, and a cylinder is also a type of prism. Whereas a cone, if I cut slices of the cone, they wouldn't be the same all the way through. So we've got our cone, we've just said the name of that one, we've got the cuboid, we've got a cube, we've got that cylinder, and then our last shape down here, we've got our pyramid. So just doing a little bit of revision of these shapes, ready for Friday. So remember the words that you need, you have faces, you have edges, and then you have vertices where the edges meet. So our maths today, we've got our problem solving. So our problem solving, I'd like you to find 10 different subtractions, 10 different ways, or 10 different subtractions whose answer is 24. So you've got to find 10 different calculations and the answer equals 24 to all of those calculations. So have a little go at that and see if you can find 10 answers which will all equal 24. Literacy this week, we're doing our word of the week. So we have got Morris the Manky Monster, and what I want you to do is think about that word of the week, and our word of the week is poisonous. So the root word is poison, and then we've got that us suffix put on the end. So there will be a picture of this on the website to help you do your work. So thinking about that word poisonous. Our handwriting today, so we were looking at some words with that OW on the end. So we can write the word show. So we've got S, the tall H, we've got the O and the W on the end. Or we could write the word grow. So we've got the G, the R and the OW. We can write flow. So we've got that F, tall L, and we've got our O and our W. And let's do snow. Snow will be very similar to show. So we've got snow on the end there. So our art. So thinking about sculpture, remind yourselves of the films and the things that you learned last week and the sculptures that you maybe looked at. Now today, what I'd like you to do, if we were working in class, we would be using clay to have a go at making some marks in the clay to see what we can do with what different effects we can create. Today, I appreciate you probably haven't all got clay at home, so have a think. You might have Play-Doh that you could use. You might have some blue tack that you can maybe have a go at making some marks in. And maybe if you haven't got any of those, maybe if you've got a chance you can make some thick sort of goopy mud or something at home where you could have a go again at making some marks using some different tools, having a go at making that 3D type of structure. And then Joe Wicks, so make sure you do some physical activity, and if you do the New Forest School Sports Partnership Challenge, make sure you send your results in to me and I will send them off to James Cross. So have a great Thursday and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, yellow class.